Hello and welcome back to the Maurice Praise Show. I'm your host Maurice, and today I want to bring up a couple of subjects um, that I recently came upon on the internet. One, there was a college student in Georgia. His name was Matthew Abajide, I believe, and I hope I'm saying his name correctly. And he was a college student, and he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. So him and his girlfriend was at a gas station, convenience store, 7-Eleven, whatever it was, and he was having one of those moments, attacks from his bipolar disorder, and he just had a moment. Him and his girlfriend had an altercation, and when the police arrived, the girlfriend asked, can they take him to the hospital so he can get the proper treatment for his illness? Instead, the Savannah, Georgia police decided to take him to prison, to jail, where things got a little more out of hand. I understand the police don't know anything about his disorder or anything like that, but sometimes when people are telling you that this is what's going on, this is the reason why he's acting like this, you need to go and get him the help that he needs and not take him to jail where you punch and kick and beat him like he's just somebody that y'all was fighting on the street. And it was not that way, and it shouldn't have been taken that way. It should have been taken in more of a better manner. I am happy that all the people in the parties that was involved are not in the office and is not working. And also, I am very upset that this information, it took months for it to get out. Things were trying to be covered up. Things are trying to be hid, and this is just another example of police brutality that is going on in this world. It's going on everywhere, and it needs to really stop. Every day we have people that's diagnosed with these disorders, and you guys just take their lives like they're just nothing. And I feel that everything with that situation is wrong. I hope the families seek the justice that they need to help them close this chapter, because right now this is something that everybody needs. Everybody needs to see what goes on. We need to change this. I feel that us black people need to really band together. Really, this is the time, 2016. This is the time for everybody to come together and try to change this world. Like they said, Black Lives Matter. Black lives, black people have to do something about this situation. Not do it in a rowdy way, not do it in a violent manner. You know, do it to make the change. Martin Luther King did his protests nice and peacefully. And there were some people that may have got out of line, but it does not take everybody to get out of line with somebody. And then there's more lives being taken. This is what we need to stop. We're basically being treated like we're in the slavery days, how we were just beat and killed and tossed away and tossed to the side like we were just nobody. And things like this, it really needs to really stop. And I'm going to have a couple of guests on to talk about these situations and these incidents that occurred with this college student. I'm also going to bring in a high school student he's only 17. He'll be 18 in February. I'm going to bring him in and get his take on this situation too. I'm sure you heard about it through school and friends, and I want to get his take. Sometimes you have to get a younger generation, a younger crowd to give their input and insights on these situations. And topic number 2 I want to talk about, Jada Pinkett Smith boycott on the Oscars awards. And she also have an extra person with her, which is Spike Lee. And they are planning to boycott the Oscars. Now, my take with that is that I understand her name is Janet. I don't know her last name, but she said that, you're out here to protest the Oscars and everything like that because certain black movies are not being picked up, which is wrong and which is fair, but we have a worse crisis than a movie that's going on. I understand that's how they get their paycheck, but we have worse crisis that's going on. And she said, why don't she stress the issue about these young black people that's constantly getting killed every day and not stress the issue so much on a movie? So I want to talk about that subject. I'm also going to have someone weigh in on that with me as well. That is into movies and everything like that. And also, I want to talk about another subject that I just glanced across today. Um, Drew Peterson, former Bolingbrook police sergeant. He is now accused of murder for hire on the Will County State's Attorney James Glad. I can't say his last name, but if this is true with Drew Peterson, then that puts everything in perspective with the three missing wives that he had that was missing. And this guy, honestly, he's doing any and everything just to sit there and get under everybody's skin. His case really is reminding me of O.J. Simpson. How O.J. said, I didn't do it, and he went to jail. Then when he got acquitted of the case, he sat there, came out with a tell-all book saying, if I did it. And Drew Peterson is pretty much putting everything back in perspective with OJ. It's like a whole circle. It's like everything is being circulated again. And if he did, and if he the one, he that man needs to literally stay behind bars. He has a illness too in his mind that needs help. He's sick in the head. And I don't understand how can you hire somebody to murder a state's attorney from behind bars anyway. He's a police sergeant. Don't you know that the phones are always tapped and being recorded? And you're on the phone trying to hire somebody, like you're digging a bigger hole for yourself. And hey, let him keep digging, because I believe, honestly, he killed his three wives. I honestly believe that. I believe he used his power and authority to get away with it. And if he did that and he killed his wives, good riddance to you, Mr. Drew Peterson. I hope you rot. Because everything that you did to your wives and everything that you're doing now, and you constantly have these cases and things coming up against you and everything, is just crazy, just sick. Like, you need to just stop and just do your time gracefully, because you're doing nothing but digging a bigger hole for yourself. So, I'm also going to have a couple of people and pastors weigh on these subjects. These are very touchy subjects. And that's it. Now, when I come back here on the Maurice Praise Show, hopefully I'm going to have my first subject about the student done and out the way. So, I'm going to come back with Mr. Omari Davis so we can talk about this touchy subject. I thank you guys for watching. This is the Maurice Praise Show. Have a blessed and wonderful day.